Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today we are going to discuss very important topic of GS2 which is polity, and the title of today's topic is NCRB and what are the current state of crime in India. So before moving to the points of discussion, you should know about the fact of Rajasthan and MP. Recently Rajasthan and MP are in news because of its election result, but you should definitely know this fact that these are the state which commits highest number of atrocities against SC/ST population. On the other hand, we have also seen that women are committing suicides, and especially the homemakers are committing suicide because of the mental depressions and gender based violence. On the other hand, trans persons are also committing suicide. So these are the very worrisome situation for a country, and we should definitely think about this problem. So moving to the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, and then we'll have a brief intro of NCRB, and then what are the findings of report released by NCRB, and then practice question for prelims and mains. So moving to the news part. So recently, National Crime Record Bureau and Accidental Deaths and Suicides in India together, they had released a report, and what that report is about. So the report says that around 1.7 lakh in this country has committed suicide, and among them the lowest strata has been the highest in number. It means that agricultural laborers, daily wage earners, women who are the highest vulnerable in condition, and they are committing suicides in large number. So what we have gathered information from all these data, that the lower state of the society are very unhappy and their conditions are not met, and because of that they are committing so much suicide. So this news we are going to discuss. So before moving to the details about the report, first of all we'll have a brief idea about NCRB, because this is a very factual thing, and in today's prelims examination so many factual things are also asked. So you must know about the NCRB. So NCRB has been established in 1986 and its headquarters is into the New Delhi. So this thing you must know about any organization, and what's its main function. So its main function to gather information about crimes and criminals of this country, and it also help other agency to investigate other matters related to the crimes and various criminals. So these are the basic function of this thing, and it is also the nodal agency of the online cyber crime reporting portal. And what is this portal about? So in prelims examination maybe they can ask question. So where the citizens can register their complaints, and for the evidence you can also upload videos and whatever the evidences you have related to that crime, about the pornography, rapes, gang rapes and other kind of the crime. So this is the online cyber crime reporting portal, and its nodal agency is NCRB, and it has been constituted on the recommendation of National Police Commission 1977 to 1981, and also the Ministry of Home Affairs task force, and it works under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So these are the basic thing about the NCRB, so you must know. Moving to the findings of the report. So what are the findings of the reports we have? So overall, combinedly whole India, the atrocities against SC and ST population has been increased, and what are the top states among them? So we have this Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, and they had saw the increase in the atrocities against the SC and ST population. And the irony is this, that these all state has seen the recent election, and we have seen also the results. But what when it comes to the crime and when it comes to the ruling, what we can see that the crimes are increasing in this state. Coming to the Mizoram, so Mizoram has reported 5 cases against the SCs and 29 cases against the STs. So you must know that this is a very short data, then this is not much significant, but this is significant because earlier in data Mizoram has no record against SC and ST, but now we have record against SC/ST in Mizoram also. It means that the atrocities against SC and STs are also increasing in such states which have a highest number of the ST population. On the other hand, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan are on the top in the list of committing suicide and other crimes. So moving to the next slide. Next slide is about 25% increase in UAPA cases. So recently we had various discussion on the UAPA and other cases, and we had also discussed that why there is a surge in UAPA cases. So there is 25% surge in UAPA cases, and dramatically we can see that there is a dip in sedition cases. So this is the only positive thing about the whole report, is that we have seen dip in the sedition cases, and perhaps because of the Supreme Court's law, and Supreme Court has given the warning and various issues about this sedition. So because of that thing, we can see that there is a dramatic dip in sedition cases. On the other hand, we have also seen another kind of offense or crime, such as fake Indian currency notes, and government has seized about rupees 342 crore of rupees illegal currency it has seized, and among all illegal currencies, highest number of 2000 notes, and we have seen that alone rupees 244 crore has been contributed by rupees 2000 crore. So this is another kind of economic offense which is happening in the country. And when it comes to the suicide rates, so what we have seen that maximum suicide we have recorded in the Maharashtra, and recently we had also discussed that why farmers are committing suicide, especially in Vidarbha region of Maharashtra, and after that we have Tamil Nadu, then Madhya Pradesh, then Karnataka and Kerala and Telangana. So what is the significant about this data, that all these states are very good in GDP, especially the Karnataka, Kerala, Telangana, and still we have seen that there are highest number of suicide rates in this all these states. So what it makes the correlation, that there is no correlation between the economic development of any state and the suicide rates. So what we have seen that these states are doing very much good in terms of the economy, but they cannot prevent the suicide rates in their population. It means that the population is unhappy and government is not paying attention to their problems, and government is unable to identify that what kind of problems they are facing. So there is very ironical situation that the state is rising, the economy is rising, but people are committing suicides in large numbers. So moving to the next slide is about we have seen the suicide rates, and among them workers and agriculture, farmers, wage laborers had committed a lot. And when it comes to the workers and farmers, so ADSI data shows that around 9.6% of suicide has been committed by the workers and farmers, and among them also they were mostly self-employed and salaried professional, and around 9.2 unemployed people have committed suicide. More than 12,000 students have committed suicide, and recently we have seen that there are so many suicide rates, especially in the IIT, IIMs, and mostly by the SC/ST student, marginal student. So this is also one of the peculiar data about this NCRB report. And there are certain states who has saw the increase in the crime rates, and among them are the West who have saw the zero suicide rates, and among them was the West Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, Uttarakhand. So and we have seen that zero suicide rates in terms of the farmers and cultivators. It means that farmers of all these states are in a comparatively better position, and we have recorded zero suicides among the Uttarakhand, Goa, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura. So these are the data. Moving to the next slide is about what about the women's condition and how much women are happy with such kind of the country situation. So women condition are not showing the good data, and around 48,000 women had committed suicide in the past year, and among them were highest belongs to the homemakers. It means that 52% of the women have committed suicide, and those who are the homemakers, and alone they contribute 14% of the total crimes in India and suicide rates in India, and around 28 trans person had also committed such kind of the things. So can we use this term that these people have committed suicide? Don't we think that we should these terms that these people have been died by suicide or killed by the suicide? Because many times there is a situation that they are committing such extreme step because of the economical problem, because of the societal problem, because of the caste based violence, because of the gender based violence. So we have to be also careful that they are not willingly suicide, they are made killed, and they are made to do such kind of the steps. So we should be very careful while writing such kind of the answers. So moving to the question part, which is with reference to the prevention of National Crime Record Bureau, and this question is about NCRB, and the first statement is it was set up based on the recommendation of National Police Commission, and it is headquartered in Mumbai. Here they are asking the not correct statement, so you have to be very careful. Moving to the mains question. So the mains question is throw light on the nature of crimes based on the recent report published by the National Crime Records Bureau, and examine the possible causes behind the several crimes cited in the report. So what we have seen here, that first you have to give a brief intro about NCRB, and we already had discussed that when NCRB got developed, when it established, so it established in 1986, under which recommendation it got established, what are the wings we have, what are its main function. So in 3-4 line you can sum up the intro of the NCRB, and then they are asking that what kind of the crimes are committing in this country. So first we have seen that we have the caste based violence, and because of that we can see that there is an increase in atrocities against SC and ST population, especially in the Hindi belt. Suppose that Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, all these states are showing the increase in atrocities against the SC, ST, and apart from that, Telangana has also saw the increase, Punjab has also saw the increase. So overall we can say that we are developing as a nation, but we are not developing as a society, and we can see that there is casteism still prevalent in our society, and we still think about that SC, ST people are not part of our society, and so many upper caste people try to kill them, they try to discriminate them, they try to mob lynch them, and because of that we can see there is a large number of data shown by the NCRB. So this is one type, is the caste based violence, second is the religion based violence, and many times we have seen that some people from minority communities are mob lynched, and because of eating something, because of doing something, because of marrying to other girls. So in that situation we have also seen that religion based violence. On the other hand, we have also the gender based violence, and we have seen that largest number of homemakers are committing suicide because of the mental depression, because of the illness, because of the home problems. So we have also this gender based violence, and we have also the online cyber crime. So these numbers are also increasing day by day, and NCRB is the nodal agency for the cyber crime portal. So these are the types of crimes we have. Coming to the possible causes behind that. So this time also the NCRB has find out that what are the possible causes we have. So in this slide we had discussed about the possible causes, and the NCRB has reported that most possible causes are the family problems, illness, and also the drug abuse, alcohol addictions, marriages related issues, and among marriages related issues women are the most vulnerable ones, and among them also the dowry related issues are reported most. So in that situation we have seen that these are the causes we have for the such kind of the crime. The first cause is the drug abuse, alcohol addiction, marriage related addiction, and then illness, family problems. So these are the possible causes we have. On the other hand, we have also causes like caste based casteism in the society, communalism in the society. We have also the class kind of the classification, and we have a less awareness about various other social issues, and we as a society are failing, and we can see that women are committing suicide. There is a gender based violence, gang rapes are happening, rapes are happening, minors are not protected in our country, minorities stakes are not protected in this country. So in that situation we can see that the crimes are not decreasing in the country, and we are failing as a nation. So the government of India and several state governments should definitely seriously think about such kind of the problems, so that we can reduce problems and atrocities against the SC/ST population, against the women, against the trans persons. And we have to definitely think about the mental problems, because when it comes to the illness we hardly think about the mental problems, and in the lockdown and in the COVID era we can see that most of the people have committed suicide because of the mental problems. So we should definitely identify it as a disease, and there should be the awareness regarding the mental illness, and because of that so many people are committing such extreme steps. So I hope you like this lecture. If you have any query to this lecture, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.